Soweto is noticeably peaceful these days, surprisingly normal. It even bears that badge of middle-class suburbia, the shopping mall. The only hint that it is where it is, this sculpture of an iconic moment during the freedom struggle. It's hard to believe this is Soweto. At the height of apartheid, there wasn't even electricity here. There were no paved roads, and there were certainly no shopping malls. This mall is full of upmarket stores, and of course, there's a McDonald's. It was built by Richard Maponya, a black entrepreneur from Soweto. He defied the odds to become one of the wealthiest people in the country. You won't find many white people at the Maponya Mall because Soweto remains predominantly black. Visit the trendy Rosebank Mall not too far away, and there is plenty of evidence that the so-called Rainbow Nation is comfortable with itself. Again, go back to the Rosebank Mall 20 years ago, and it would have been virtually all white people.
You can see around here, I like all rainbow colors is here, man, black and white. So we are living, I think, freely and happily after that.
We're from the new generation. Honestly, I was born after apartheid. It doesn't affect us. You know, everyone mingles, which is great.
But South Africa's school system is having an enormous impact shaping the new generation, deracializing the most racialized country on the planet. These students at Greenside High in Johannesburg started school just after Nelson Mandela was elected. Their attitudes are strikingly different from previous generations. Wealth is no longer defined by skin color in this country, but the truth is that the vast majority of the poorest of the poor are still black. And the gap between the haves and the have-nots in South Africa is as wide today as it was during the apartheid years. Travel to the squatter camps, the shack settlements around the country, and you hear the frustration.
You see, we're still living at the same time like we were living the past years. You see, according, you can see the houses, how the houses are looking.
Whites make up less than 10% of the overall population, but the majority of white people are far richer than the majority of black people in South Africa. It is a recipe for resentment.